and voice your opinion or comments, questions. We got a phone call you want to add to our conversation. Call us. Thank you so very much for tuning into the show tonight.
We are the people of People TV.
My goals was to come to Atlanta and make it big in radio and TV.
People TV gave me an opportunity to give information to the black community.
Issues I'm passionate about are all about people and about our community and about our rights as American citizens.
And I talked about white folks, freedom of speech. I talked about how bad they would do us.
And I saw just incredible potential for what could get communicated.
I talked about gentrification, how they did Auburn Avenue. I talked about the mayor of the city.
And the impact of people, not only that were in the production, but on the other side, the viewer, what they got.
I talked about the elected officials, how low down, lazy, no good they were. And People TV gave me the opportunity to just express what I was really feeling.
I have problems with the policy, or I have problems with a person who has been elected. You won't get that on mainstream or traditional TV as you get on public access.
And that it was accessible. This didn't cost hardly any money, if anything, really, depending on when you came into People TV.
If I develop a proficiency in television production, maybe I can help people understand themselves by documenting themselves and putting their what they have to say in some format that other people can see.
I grew up in South Georgia, number 9 out of 12, the only one to go through college. Right now, I'm working on my doctorate in the arts and humanities.
I came to think that information is the key to liberation.
Well, if you take a page out of the book that was written during the 60s called The Beloved Community and Telecommunication, and how you bring into discussions about the function of democracy, the principles of liberty, the principles of rights, the principle of responsibility.
I really don't believe in the American system, but I have to participate in it because this is where I'm from.
They suggested it is to bring voices from those who haven't been heard, or voices that have been marginalized, to the surface.
And I had just gotten here in '87 in October, so this was like November. And they were talking about Reverend Hosea Williams coming in. It was around Feed the Hungry time. And when he came in, they had said how powerful he was. He worked with Dr. King, and he was just this and just all this kind of going on. And when he walked in that back door, I could hear him before I saw him.
And I remember we would have these mass demonstrations, and I would always see the next day in the paper that maybe 10 or 20 people came out. I said, that's a lie.
We had a campus riot during the 70s, again, this is 1969. And I saw this, like yourself, a white cameraman standing out there looking confused and not knowing what to do. I said, you need some help? He said, sure, would you help me? I don't know where I am. He was a little uneasy on a black student campus. Things a little uneasy there. So I helped him. He came back the next day. He called me up, could you help me again? Sure. Third day I said, only time I help you this time, I got to be on camera. He said, I can't do that. I said, yes, you can. Or else you go back with no story. That's how I got on TV.
I saw this documentary, Roger and Me, and I was fascinated by it. And it was a story about that Michael Moore was trying to interview the CEO of General Motors at the time. And I thought to myself at that point in time, I can do this. I could tell stories.
So I started in '85, producing television shows with my wife and 3 daughters.
My son used to visit me in Virginia. And when they would come, I would always be tied up in the Democratic meetings, Democratic Party, Democratic this, Democratic that.
Bill Cosby was very popular at that time.
And my son just got frustrated. He said, Daddy, we never get a chance to spend no time with you. You're always in these meetings. You're always, and I felt bad.
So it was a family-oriented show. So my family, my children, my wife, we'd go on locations and we would go to stores or we would go wherever we wanted to, so the children would have an opportunity to participate.
My son and I stood together, both my sons and I stood together at the inauguration. And I'm like, I get choked up here. And my son looked at me and he said, "Daddy, I'm sorry." He said, "I didn't know that all these meetings that you were going to was working for us to have a black president."
I wanted to do my own thing, and I started doing my own show. And I've been doing my own show for about 20 years.
We are the people of People TV.
We are the people of People TV.
Hi, I'm Maynard Eaton, an Emmy Award-winning journalist here in Atlanta, and also a board member of People TV. And I'm here to tell you that free speech ain't free. You know, I think People TV is probably the grandest experiment in media that Atlanta has had and still has. And there are an array of messages being expressed at People TV by some fine folk with serious stuff to say, whether you agree with it or not. But that's what makes it good. You don't have to agree, but there's an array of things that need to be said that you won't find on commercial television. I think this is it's what makes Atlanta great, to have an operation like People TV, where people can express their views politically, business-wise, ethnically, and be free to do it. But free speech ain't free.
Help save People TV. We are the people of People TV.
I'm Terry Emeka Thomas, host and producer of Black Fire Rising. I'm an artist, historian, poet, journalist, and activist. People TV means the masses, the uneducated or miseducated throng, the exploited and abused, potentially great informed public. I try to set a standard to bring in authentic voices, just bring in that type of authenticity and realness, I think will carry the day in programming at People TV. There's no other place in the country where you can get this type of information, just People TV.
I want my People TV.
We are the people of People TV. A lot of people have misconceptions that People TV is an African American station. It is not. If you live within the city of Atlanta, you have the first shot for a spot to produce a show.
The things that they would express in front of a camera, they wouldn't necessarily express that same way or be that same way in a normal conversation. And I loved the medium. And I saw, as I was getting into it, how much power it had in terms of communication. This might work for you, because I love to communicate.
We do it because of the fact that we love it. We do it because of the fact that we're storytellers. We do it because of the fact that we're journalists. And we do it because of the fact that we take very seriously getting information out to the community where you would not see anyplace else. I want my People TV, because free speech ain't free. We are the people of People TV.
When you talk about People TV, you talk about public access, where the public can access a voice, a channel to engage. You want to be able to ask your questions. The more you are concerned about what's going on in your community, there's more action to try to confine or fit or script your opinion or your rights. So what freedom of speech is me is the fact that you have unfeathered access to address issues and your policymakers, and you can be free as long as you're decent and in order. You should have a time and a place to do that in. That's what freedom of speech to me is. Where else can I tell that story except on People TV?
I want my People TV, because free speech ain't free. We are the people of People TV.
People TV is needed, especially in Atlanta, Georgia.
This is not a pie in the sky type of life we live in.
People TV is like a village. It is the connections with the community where you can find everything.
It's all about the voice and giving voice to the voiceless. And as a black artist, that's what we live for.
Free speech allows us to be free in our thoughts, in our dialogue, in our expression. Maybe it'd be easier to explain the value of it if we didn't have it.
I want my People TV, because free speech ain't free.
We are the people of People TV.
And I'm here to tell you that free speech ain't free.
And I learned that if you say something, then you give them information.
With People TV, the masses can get their point out.
My plan B was just that, hand-to-hand combat.
As an artist, I don't like to be told what to do, especially when it concerns my creative process.
The key is it's going to give you that vehicle.
People TV affords everyday people the opportunity to express themselves. In fact, People TV enables the community to define itself.
How far we take it, how much we recognize it, that's on us.
People say you should be on network TV. No, I don't want to be on network. Where I'm at, I think is where I'm supposed to be. Right with the community, no commercials on People TV, access television, truth, basically, and do your thing.
Help save People TV.